know I came from Hawaii. And so do you can admit that you like me? I went around the world and sightsee, letting you know there's a reason why God gave me the ability to flow, is to let the whole world know it's time to go and do what we were supposed to do. Really want to encourage you.
Solomon, the king, crowned with might, I wrote down wisdom, shining God's light. Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, my words won't rust, guiding the people made silver as common as dust. You walk with angels, yeah, that's divine, but I ruled the nation, the throne was mine. God gave me riches, knowledge and power. Even in darkness, I stood like a tower. I fell short, my kingdom split in half, but I calculated justice in my wrath. I did the math.
You wrote your wisdom, but didn't live it. Your heart was divided, couldn't give it. I stayed true, walked God's straight line. Now I sit with angels, eternally divine. You built your temple, but it crumbled fast. Chased after women, your legacy couldn't last. I lived with faith, God was my guide. Now I reign with Him forever by His side. Your name may echo, but what's it worth? I was raptured up, spared from the earth. You had your fame, but your heart turned wrong. While I stand with God forever strong.
1,000 wives couldn't lead me right, but my wisdom still stands in the darkest night. You ascended, but I left the legacy strong. My words live forever, long after I'm gone. You talk about walking with God, that's fine, but I held the throne, the crown was mine. Filled my treasury, wealth beyond measure. Nations sought me out, I was their treasure. I built cities, palaces, and ships that sailed. My wisdom was sought, it never failed. I fell, yeah, my heart went astray, but even in that, I paved the way.
I walk with God, no need for gold, no earthly riches, just a heart made bold. You had your throne, but I had His hand, guiding me through every step of the land. You sought the world, but I sought His face. While you chased after lust, I stood in grace. Raptured up, never tasted death's sting. Now I reign with angels above every king.
The Queen of Sheba came to see my throne, wisdom and riches that I made my own. I judge the people, my kingdom vast. Even in my fall, my legacy lasts. You ascended sure, but I left a mark. My proverbs are codes that light roads in the dark. You talk about righteous reign, but let's get real. I reign with wisdom, my power was steel. Sure, I stumbled, women led me astray, but I had kingdoms bowing day by day. God's favor was with me, even in sin. I still ruled nations, they knew I'd win.
You built temples, but they crumbled in sin. I walked in righteousness, now I win. I didn't need the crowds to know my worth. God took me up, no longer bound to earth. You ruled the nations, but couldn't rule your heart. Led by the women tearing you apart. I walked in silence, never sought fame, but God called my name. My story's the same. You let the idols come take their seat, while I walked with God, steady on my feet. Your wisdom was mighty, but it led you astray. While I stayed faithful, never lost my way. You had your kingdoms, your wealth and throne, but I was raptured. God made me His own. Now I judge angels, stand by His side. Your reign was grand, but mine will never die.
You were pure, untouched by disgrace, but I faced the trials, still kept my place. I built alliances, made empires grow. While you were taken up, I ruled below. Your walk was righteous, but I carried the weight of a kingdom too vast for one man's fate. I fell to their gods, but don't get it wrong, I still stood as king, my reign was strong.
You wrote of wisdom, but wisdom's not enough without obedience. Even kings get it rough, I stayed pure, my reign was bright. While your temple crumbled in the night, God's favor lifted you, but you lost the fight. Giving in to lust, blinded by sight. I walked with the one who knows all things. Now I dwell in heaven, above earthly kings. You might have the books, but I have His trust. While your wisdom fades, mine won't turn to dust. I never bowed, I never broke. While you let the gods of this world provoke you to sin, they all know that this battle I win. They all know that this battle I win. Wisdom's not enough without obedience. Even kings get it rough, I stayed pure. My reign was bright, while your temple crumbled in the night.
Switch up.